I love when I can spend time with you guys in the morning. Y'all come on in, take a seat on the first, second, or third row. Touch your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, look, I slept good last night. Give them a hug. Let's love on your neighbor. And let's do this breakfast. Because this is going to be a breakfast, okay? Yeah. So let me, hold on, guys. Y'all come on in. Come on in the room. Yay. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Happy Sunday. All right. I'm waiting for a couple of y'all to come on in here. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Woo, child. I had a whole bunch of rest. Okay. Y'all come on in. We got eggs. What we doing? We doing eggs. We are doing sausage links, sausage patties. We're doing grits. Hey C, good morning, girl. Good morning. Y'all share the live. Can y'all hit share and then hit copy link or hit live? No, hit the share button and share it to your Facebook. Could you please? I really need to be live on Facebook right now. I really do. It's just gonna be a live day, y'all. It's gonna be a live day. All right, we got us some 5-minute grits. Oh, there it go. 5-minute grits. Y'all come on. God, honey, we got a lot to talk about, baby. But we gonna start off by cooking this food. Yep, I done showered and got beautiful for my channel, because that's what you're supposed to do. What's up, Terrell? Need to drain my love. Good morning. Breakfast. Yes, ma'am. I don't know if y'all can see everything, but we about to put these grits. Matter of fact, the water is boiling. It's boiling already. So y'all, listen, I don't measure anything. I don't do no measuring. It tears my daughter's nerves all to pieces. But that's enough grit right there. And I always do it right. I always do it right, y'all. But I have 4 children, so I don't measure shit. What's up, Jimmy? What's up? What's up? What's up? We cooking breakfast. It ain't gonna take me long, because I'm gonna tell y'all what. Cheryl Grabowski can do hair real fast. Cheryl can do breakfast real fast. Cheryl just fast. You know what I'm saying? Just in case these scallywags wanna, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Fast. Like I'm fast. Okay, period. I'm fast. Ain't nothing slow about me. All right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's not get cortisol levels up. So we got some link. I had to turn my cast iron down. Can y'all see? Jimmy said, bring in a plate and some drink. Y'all share. Hey, Jimmy, can you share to your social media, baby? Because that's how you do. That's how you do. These folks over here in this YouTube thing, they don't know how to work the social to the media. Y'all share for me. Y'all, look, we can get it popping. I just need y'all to share. Sharing is caring. What's up? Hello from Sydney, Australia. Oh, I love Australia. Are you married? No, I'm single. I am single. It's gonna take a honey. We ain't gonna get into that. We not okay. Let me turn the grits down because they doing. All right. So we have some sausage patties. Woohoo! Ooh, nice. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. We got 4 links, and we gonna do 4 patties. Okay, because it's Sunday morning. Sunday morning. All right, we got that. Y'all hear it? All right, let's crack the eggs. Can y'all see this? Good morning, No Ego. What's up, beautiful? How you doing? What's happening, Auntie? Those patties looking good. Oh, are they going to look better than that in a minute? All right, we're going to turn the cast iron. We're going to turn it up to 6 for the sausage. All right, we're going to do 3 eggs. And we're going to do a whole bunch of cheese. I'm telling y'all right now. It's going to be cheesy. Ooh. Hold on. Because y'all I need to turn my refrigerator down. Beat them eggs real good. What's up, Suresh? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Y'all share. You can share more than one time too. Jade Love Milner. Hey Jade. Good morning, girl. What's up, Katrina in the building? A little more salt. Hey, What? A little bit more salt on the grits? No, we don't put enough salt, honey. Are you making a Diddy plate? And is. Let me tell y'all something about that. These people, I think, look, these people say, look, I got pepper too, y'all. I got the pepper right here. These people saying, get ready to put some butter in the grits. That Diddy might get off, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think? Put a little butter right there. It's Sunday morning, y'all, so, you know, it is what it is. All right. We put that right there, right there. What's a Diddy plate? A crazy plate. That's a Diddy plate. All right. So, okay, now I always do some crazy shit. All right, now, I don't know. I thought I brought a fork over here. So, y'all, I'm going to add a little water to, no. We're going to add a little milk to the egg. We're going to add a little milk, y'all. Butter can go in only after cooking. No. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Good morning. You put milk in your eggs to make them fluffier? Yes. That's what we're going to do this morning. But a lot of times, Jade, I will... What's up, Ro? Good morning, girl. A lot of times, I will add water. But this morning, it's going to be milk. And also, for our beverage, we drinking that same milk. We are. Let me turn that down. Let me do this here. The sausage already got a little y'all, I love this cast iron. Got a little char on it. But some people say, this one lawyer, she's on TikTok and she's been in the courtroom. She believes that man gonna get off. All right, let's do a little salt. Just a twinge. And a little pepper. More than a twinge. And let's do that now. What's up, Boogie? Good morning. Good morning. So how's everyone doing today? Kat, we doing fine. How you doing, baby? Did you sleep good last night? I hope you did, because, honey, baby, we getting ready to eat. So we got wheat toast, and we're going to do grape jelly on the toast. That looks good. I wish my girl cooked. I know it, right? I used to love. The prosecution was proving his case. That's why he's trying to get a pardon. I used to love cooking for my husbands, both of them. I did. Look, I was the type of wife, corned beef hash. I like corned beef hash. I really do. I was the type of wife that I would love to just get up. I ain't even gonna tell my husband I'm gonna cook, right? And I go in the kitchen, baby, and when I come back in 20 minutes, baby, he got a wonderful, beautiful breakfast. I used to do that shit all the time. And I used to do dinner the same way. Yeah. My daughter, she does a lot of cooking in her new relationship as well. This is how she grew up, y'all. She learned it from her mom. You know, you don't only learn bad things from your mom. You learn good things from your mother, too. Not just bad. You know, sometimes we just focus on the negative, baby. But it be some good things going on. She take good care of her daughter. Now she... I better not talk too much. I would spread you like butter, cooking like that. Okay. Wrist game on fire. Oh, the way I whisk, yeah, because I'm a little hyper. I don't know why. I just am. I told my mama when I start, let me put the bacon over here for the eggs, because not the damn bacon, Lord Jesus. The butter, not the bacon. All right, y'all, and we're going to add this pico. We're going to add this pico to my egg, because it's going to give me omelet. Oh, God, and this smells so good. Wait a minute, hold on. It smells so good. You like in here, y'all. Ooh, I love that smell. It's got what is it in here? It's onion, tomato, cilantro. Onion, tomato, cilantro, bell pepper is in here. And that's going to be added to the egg. So I'm going to put that to the side. And then, and everything. Yeah. So Diddy, I don't know, y'all. He might get pardoned. Now, this is what I believe on the backside with the pico. Good Lord, that's going to be good. Yes. What's up, Seneca? What's up, Seneca? Good morning. Smooches. I'm doing good. I got my little lounging outfit on. It's a top and a bottom. Same print. So in my routines, and some of the ladies on YouTube think I'm weird, okay? So what I do is when I first get up in the morning, I do a facial. That's the first thing because I got problematic skin. So I do a facial. Good morning, Ashley Monet. Good morning. Good morning, girl. I was going to say something about you, girl, but I had to get it together. Anyway, so I do my makeup first, and then I take my shower. I do my facial, my makeup, shower. But the mist from the shower makes the face and the makeup. It's almost like if you put your makeup on, it doesn't look good, really good right away. The more you wear it through the day, the better it looks. But if you take a shower after putting your makeup on, but you don't put your face in the shower, you just shower your body. But anyway, it just blends. It just makes everything go into your skin. It's nice. You should try it. If you makeup girlies, try it. Try it. You think I'm playing? All right. Do you ever cook with these? What you mean? The steam makes the skin dewy and glowy. Thank you, Jade. That's what I'm trying to tell these girls. But Jade, they don't wear makeup to them, but they don't know. But Ro, y'all try it. I know you wear a little piece of makeup. All right, we're gonna drop the egg. And y'all see the egg? Cause I need y'all to see the egg right quick. The egg is right down in there. Let me lower this. Let me lower it. Oh Lord, we don't want the phone to drop. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all share the live. Share the live. Monet, can you share this live to your Facebook? Because I miss Facebook, y'all. We do Facebook dirty. So we're going to drop the egg right there. Let me turn it up because it was down on 2 in the little bowling. Get all the egg out right there. And we'll drop the cheese in a minute as it continues to cook. But yeah, y'all, good morning. We got a hell of a topic today, baby. Woo, baby. I cannot wait. Grits. I'll let y'all see what that look like. Y'all, do y'all like y'all grits runny? Or y'all like it thick like that there? Can I spend the night with you tonight? Seneca, I cannot stand you. What is your problem? You is crazy. Where is James at? Monet, James said that he wants you. Then he came back and then he said he want me because you don't pay him no because I didn't pay him no attention. I said, no, baby. You can't go back and forth. We do not play that. What I do this morning? What's up, KC? Yes, thick grits. Period. All right. We're going to turn the sausage down a little bit. Ooh, that sausage was squirting. Did y'all see that? It was like a damn. Wow. All right, we're going to turn it down. We're going to turn it down. We're going to poke some holes in here. You want to make sure that pork is cooked all the way through. We don't need to poke no holes now. Monet, what you cooking for breakfast, girl? Yummy. Yummy. All right. A juicy booty skin. What's up, Perry? That is funny. All right, y'all. We gonna well, I'm just gonna pick it up because it just gets on my nerve. I be wanting y'all to see what's going on. So we got like a handful of cheese like that there. Like that, like so. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna put that back down right there and let that cook. And as I stir it, I'll let y'all see it. Okay. So we get ready to go over there and eat. That's what we get ready to do. We use that Kobe Jack blend from the IG to the A. And this was a huge bag. Okay. Let me get the toast out. So we about to wrap this breakfast up. The eggs are cooking. I'm going to turn it up on 7. Get that cooked. I'll add the pico in it closer to, in a minute. In a minute. The last things we're going to drop is the toast. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the live. Let me move that off in there. I need a new toaster, honey, because this toaster done had it. Okay? Let's put the bread right there for a minute. Good morning, Ro. Okay, Roshine, I did taste them and the grits was good. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. See, that's not unusual. It's to make it creamier. What to put? What to make creamier, Ro? Do you season your skillet? Um, with a little butter. With a little butter. That's all I do. Milk. Oh, okay. All right. Let me move this out the way. All right. And let y'all see what this is doing. So that's the cheese right there. And y'all see how it's doing, baby. It's doing. And I don't like no hard, dry eggs. So this is all, to me, like this is almost done, baby. Okay, let's put that down. And let's do this. The grits, let me turn the grits all the way off. It don't take long to cook no breakfast. And this is still, just want to make sure these are cooked all the way through. Come on, egg. Come through. Okay. Let's put this right here. And we're going to put the whole thing in now. We're just going to put the whole thing in now. Y'all need to try this. This is really good. It really is. I've tried it before. And it's at your grocery store, your local grocery store, where you can get that pico. I mean, you can make your own pico. You really can. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to add a little bit more cheese to it. But anyway, you just do a soft turn, you know, flip it softly. Sausage still cooking, getting ready to drop. Let me put the toast in. Toast, drop, okay. And this is almost perfect. I'm gonna just put it down for 30 more seconds, but I like it soft like that. And also I put, you know, when I make an omelet, I do this. My mama fried eggs and pig brains together. Now that's good. I don't like the running in my eggs. It's gonna be solid though, Ro. It's gonna be solid. Let me get ready to plate it because we're about done. Oh yeah, I like that. You talking about we call it breakfast sausage. That's what we call it. We call it breakfast sausage. I don't know. I'm gonna put all of this into this. I'm gonna put all of this into this glass dish. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Because we're gonna have a big ass breakfast, okay? And then we can talk. We can talk about something. My stove is a mess, but it wasn't no mess when I first started. All right, so let me go on and get the grits. Put them in the pan so they can somewhat cool off. Can y'all see this? Okay. We're going to do the whole thing too. All of it. Right there. We might add a little bit more butter. All of it. Right there. I love these pans because don't shit stick to it. Okay, nothing. It's so easy to clean. Ooh, ooh. Excuse me. I was going to say, I don't like my toast too dark. I'm sorry. I love bacon. I got bacon this morning. Turkey bacon. All right. So it looks about like that. There ain't no more run in it, y'all. So we're going to put it. And some of the liquid comes from the shit. Toast right there. Let me go on and put my jelly on the other side of the room. Let me transport. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. There's 126 people here. Hold on. Y'all still can see. All right, let me put the light on the other side, pour my milk, and then I'll take the sausage. Shit. That's the only thing about live streaming, baby. Because you might have a... Y'all, what just happened was my eggplant just fell out of my basket. scared the shit out of me. Okay. Y'all all in my business. Okay. Hold on. Just putting the light on the other side of this kitchen. And then I'll bring y'all on over. I'll bring y'all on over. And then I'll bring the plate over. Put y'all right there. Bring it down a little bit. I don't know if that's enough light. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get the sausage and then we're gonna be in it to win it. Okay? We're gonna be in it to win it. We got a good damn topic, I tell you. And I don't know, like, what is the reasoning behind why this has happened. Hold on, let me get my drink. I guess, you know, we weren't gonna drink almond milk, but we'll drink water. We'll drink water. Hold on. Woo. Let's see. Y'all still here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on for 1 second. Let me see if I can brighten it up. There we go. Am I making breakfast for Trump? No. No breakfast for Trump. All right. So I think we got everything that we need. Slide back a little bit more. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Breakfast for a queen. Yes. Hold on. That's why I really don't do cooking lives, y'all. It's a lot. Like, if you're going to cook and eat, it's a lot. Let's see. What's up, Corrupted? How you doing? Let's let y'all down a little bit more. Good morning. There we go. Y'all really can't even see the whole thing. You want some? Here. What you want first? Tell me. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Welch's grape jelly. You want the sausage first? Which one? The link or which one? You want that one? Or you want this one? Oh, if y'all smell what I smell, like the link sausage, the pico, the cheese and the eggs, the toast, the buttery grits, like it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, that's enough. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Hello, guys. Oh, y'all, listen, we just reached 19,400. So this morning, it'd be nice if we can get 19,500. That would be great. That would be a win for real, okay? All right, let's keep a little jelly on this fork, and this is what I want so bad. What is Gronowski? What's up, Lady T? It's Grabowski. That's my last name. That's my legal last name. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Mmm. Mm. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really want y'all to see better. Ooh, that's better. Okay, yeah. Now y'all got the whole plate. The whole thing. Everything is in this. Okay. Let's go. Let's get into this damn pico. And it's cheesy with a little piece of hot grit right there. Let's pick up a little piece of sausage right here. Let's blow. Damn, the sausage is hot. Mmm. 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 Mm, mm, mm. Girl, I don't drink coffee and I love pancakes. But I don't cook them though. I don't cook pancakes. I'm just a grits lover. Like, I love grits real bad. And when I was a kid, I never liked grits. Mm-hmm. What's up, PHW? Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, that juice that y'all see down in here is coming from the pico. Mm. Somebody being disrespectful early this morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why? Why y'all being mean? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Mm. What's up, Boris? Linda, I smack, girl. This food is hot. Patrice, why the women so bad? Hmm? What's up, Tank? Monique said y'all ain't got nothing better to do but come over here and be mean. What I got planned for today? I got to go check on stepdad, y'all. They're trying to amputate his feet. Sierra, I want to talk to you about that. He's had 2 separate surgeries. I took him in for the big toes, and then they took him in a month later for the heels. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Boris, I'm doing good. I'm not complaining about anything. Life is good. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Hey, Rockin' Johnny. Mm-hmm. With grits. Right now. And then eggs over here. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna eat it all, boy. If you used to being on my channel watching me do a mukbang, I ain't gonna eat it all. It's so good. You want some? Here, take a bite right there with the jelly toast. There you go. So good. Y'all share the live. It is so good. I wish y'all were here with me. Cruise ship buffet. What the hell? Good morning. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Getting ready for church over here. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to have a little church over here, too. Mm-hmm. What's up, Tanya? Yeah, girl. I got your favorite, girl. Mm-hmm. What's up, Richard? What flavor of jam? Welch's grape. Welch's grape jam. It makes the body feel good. Okay. Are you getting ready for church too? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know I got bacon. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Casey. Mm. Mm-hmm. What's rude? What's going on? Hmm? What's rude? Mm. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I did this for y'all this morning, honey. I'm up for, look, the sun's shining, see? The weather's pretty. Mm-hmm. What's up, Nikki? Good morning, boo. Mm. What's up, Granada? Philip? Mm-hmm. So we got, I'm gonna make me a breakfast bowl, too. What's up, Gavin? Tank? Mm-hmm. Do I believe in God? Of course. Who doesn't believe in God? What's my plans for today? I'm gonna go see my stepdad. Well, we all love food. Don't you love food? Food, all kinds of food, including vegetables and fruit. You know, because ain't nothing. I got a cold watermelon in the refrigerator waiting on y'all. It's a cold watermelon over there, and it's been in there for about a week. It's been in there for about a week, y'all. We're going to get into that, too. Yeah. But we love food. There's nothing wrong with food. Food is great. What's up, TJ, in the building? I like when y'all call me auntie. I really do. I think it's the cutest thing. I'm telling you now to respect the queen. That's all. Okay, you're going to get time to... I look like Gail. I do not look like... I do not look like Gail. I do not look like Gail. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I don't really, because she got beady eyes. You look like a sweetheart. Thank you, Pink. I don't look like Gail. She got beady eyes. I don't have beady eyes. I got big eyes, okay? Mm-hmm. You ran into the store, you get ready to Sierra, you get ready to cook, you forgot the biscuits. Girl. I don't know why I don't never buy biscuits, y'all. I don't never buy no biscuit, honey. This woman is definitely a classic beauty, my word. Okay, thank you, sugar. Thank you. No, we don't look like Gail. She wished her God. No. She all right, though. Her voice trembles. Girl, what's up, Junior? Girl got a trembling voice. It's trembling a little bit. Well, anyway, what y'all got going on today? What y'all doing? I know I'm going for a walk. I know that. What you eat over there? Smacking. Mm-hmm. We got grits, lots of grits. Eggs and pico, lots of eggs and pico. We got 3 more sausages left and 3 more sausage links left and 3 more patties and 1 more toast. Mm-hmm. Jog ahead, say, sure, that look good. Mmm. Now, I love that, Boris. Boris, I love the beach. I love the beach. And it seems like the people that I know, they don't like the beach. Other than my children. But when I mentioned that I like the beach, is sort of like a sacred place for me, they don't like it. Mm-hmm. I love it. Yeah. Well, they're a little charred because they were in the cast iron. But yeah, I like it like that too. I gotta stop. We gotta put this plate down, y'all. Good morning, Jonathan. How you doing today? Y'all hit the like button. Crandall, not hot sauce. Hot sauce on breakfast? What would you put in on the eggs? I like the beach. I like the water, but sand is annoying. It is. It is. Sand is real because that sand get everywhere. But anyway, y'all would not believe that somebody sent me a check. Here's the check. And the check is in the amount of $232,000. They want me to deposit it in my bank account. And in 30 days, they be the new owner of my house. And so what we gonna do, there you go right now. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. No, ma'am. That church, that check got to be bigger than that. Right. The brain eating thing going on people's noses. What? What? It's some brain eating. Don't say that, child. You done spoiled my appetite. Tanya said, good decision. I know it is. They got to do better than that. I think we need to teach you about calories and how that works. I know how it works. We're done with the breakfast, y'all. So I wish that y'all were here so y'all could finish this, but we're done because I'm absolutely full. It's in the swamp water. My little lady, you sure can put it down. Dante, I'm done. I'm done. So I'll tell you what we ate, Dante. We ate a whole sausage patty, 1. What's up, John Boy? How you doing? We ate 1 sausage patty. We ate 1 link. We ate a good amount of grits, but not too much. And we probably ate 2 eggs and 1 toast. Excuse me. You don't eat all? No. I never eat it all. Well, if I'm eating some fish, enjoy your food. Damn. I know Angela. Trey said, damn, talking about the bird. No, I'm full though, boo. So when I do a mukbang, it's a food show, so I put everything on the plate for you all. But that's not what I'm going to consume. How do you come around crawling? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But, okay, so let's get into it. I know the people in the, well, some of y'all are trolls and some of y'all are not. But welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and this is a place of introspection. It's where you inspect your inner world, you know, your world of what, Cheryl? Your world of feelings and emotions. That's what it means. It means to maybe figure out all of what's going on the inside of you, and then it means to fix those places. Okay, that's what it means. All right. Also, I teach on narcissistic abuse. I hate narcissistic abuse. I really do. And I have such a radar for it. But at the end of the day, when I'm learning that narcissists are just hurt people. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are hurt people who turned on themselves internally and kind of cut themselves off from everybody else. Because they do that, they stop growing internally, like emotionally, and they begin to manipulate and gaslight and take other parts of other people and add it to themselves, and you know what I'm saying, they just end up being a collection of everybody that was around them. They end up being like actors and actresses on stage in your life. And the reason why they do that is because they don't know, or they've abandoned abandoned their true self. Can you imagine? Have you ever had a friend like that, and you was like, you know, the way that my friend act around everybody else and the way that my friend act around me is totally different. Like, I wonder what that is. Well, it could be that your friend is a narcissist and they don't like or don't know how to be their true self. Don't spam the chat. Ooh, it's one of them content creators, child. Put in time out, 24 hours. See you later. They don't know how to be them true selves, y'all. And this is the thing. So I've been doing this. Girl, you need to rewind. You need to rewind it, girl. You need to rewind it. Go on and rewind and go back to the eating part. So can y'all share the live? Monet, Tanya, Ro, if y'all would share the live, that would be great. How are you this beautiful morning, Rocky? Tanya? Oh, he's talking to Tanya, not to me. I think Tanya's doing good. But anyway, so they've abandoned themselves, y'all, and they don't know them true selves. So lately, I've been in my feelings because I started in the YouTube street with them damn narcissists. Them damn narcissists get on my nerves. This one is a narcissist. That one is a narcissist. Oh, she's so narcissistic. She's a narcissistic fucking bald head scallywag, big lip, big nose, ugly ass fool. You know, I started off on YouTube kind of doing that. And so I've grown and evolved, and it's not about the scallywag and the bumps on the nose and shit like. It's not about that now. It's just realizing, and all of a sudden now I'm a whole lot more empathetic because I understand the toxic person. Okay, I understand what's going on. Okay, however, there is a whole nother, since it's Sunday, there's another whole aspect of narcissists. And I don't think a lot of people really understand what's going on. I really feel like that I would love uh, the church, because it's Sunday, to understand what this thing is, because they don't understand it. Now, we're going to use a story in the Bible to kind of talk about narcissism. Okay, so right now I'm just being that creative content creator and using all of my creative energy. What's up, Marcus? Hello. To get this message across so that people will understand on this wonderful Sunday that it could be that maybe even your pastor could be one. And the reason why I say that, well, before we get that far down the rabbit hole, on Friday, I talked to two preachers. Not that I called the preachers, not that I was looking for the preachers. I wasn't even looking for the preachers. I wasn't looking for the preachers. And the preachers, they wasn't looking for me. They wasn't looking for me. They were not. The first preacher, I was trying to get gas, okay? I was trying to get gas from the gas store, which was like a Circle K type store. And my card got stuck in the gas thing. So then that made me have to walk into the store and to ask for help. And so when I walked in the store to ask for help, there was this African guy, and so he came to help me to pull out the gas card because my fingers, I've been doing hair for so long in my life that my fingers have lost some strength. Not my fist, not my fist, just my fingers. You know what I'm saying? Because when I close my hand, somebody might get hit upside the head real hard. But anyway, so he came out to help me with the to help me with the gas card. And so he came on out and he grabbed it like a big tall African man that he was. He was at least like 6'4", and he pulled it out and he looked at it and he said, "This is your problem." He said, "You need to get come with me." So we leave from the gas thing and we go into the store, and the store is full, but there's a woman there. She's an attendee and she's taking care of the customers, and he says, come. So I go with him over there, and he goes behind the counter. He get this thing, and he come back and he goes to scraping because I got nail glue on the card, right? That's what was wrong with it. But it wasn't right on the part that, where the thing reads it. And so he pulls out a Band-Aid, and I mean, not a Band-Aid, damn, a razor. And I said, "Be careful." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't want you to cut yourself." And he said, "I'm not going to cut myself." He said, I'm an African." I said, No, don't do that, because Africans can cut themselves and Africans can bleed. I'm just saying. And then he said, "No, we can't." I said, "What are you supposed to be, Superman?" And he said, "Yes, I'm Superman." I said, "Okay, well, whatever." So he got the thing off, and then he said, "Come on." So I walked with him. Whoever doing that diarrhea, you get ready to get blocked. You're getting ready to get blocked. So I walked with him to the gas, back to the thing where you pay for the gas, and he put it in there with ease, and and then took it out, and it worked. And he said, "Listen, let me tell you something. Just out of no. I thought it was out of nowhere, but then I thought this morning, what's up, y'all? Tanya, Marcus, everybody, Pennywise. So I said to him, I'm just making small talk, no big deal. I said, "What do you think about our president? What's going on with our president?" And he said, "Let me tell you a story." So then he tells me, and this is the Bible story, so Sunday. He tells me of the story of, I don't say anything else beyond that point because he's telling me a story. I don't let him know that when he mentions King David and King Saul, that I know both of them and I'm very acquainted with both. I don't let him know that. And he's just telling me about King David and King Saul. And because I asked him about our president, what does he think about that? Then he says, "Oh, well, let me tell you a story about King David and King Saul." So he talked about Saul being God's anointed king, right? Because Saul was that. And that he was jealous of David, and that now somebody had red rum Saul and had come back to David and told him, "Oh, King Saul has been unalived on the damn battlefield." That's what he said. So he said, "Who did that? Like, no, you were not supposed to touch Saul." This is what David is saying, because when Saul passes away, then David inherits the kingdom. He's the new king, because not only did Saul pass away, but his son Jonathan did too. They both passed away on the battlefield. And it had been, the prophet Nathan had said long time ago that God had taken his hands off of Saul. Can y'all share the live? Monet, if y'all are still here, y'all share. I need y'all to share, because when the troll people go away, then I need people who can, because this is the meat of the live. So it had been prophesied that the spirit, God had taken his spirit away from Saul because he was a bad king. All right. And now he had anointed David to be his successor because he was a good king. Here we go with the concept of Cheryl Grabowski is all good. You know what I'm saying? And truth hurts is bad. It is so elemental and it's actually not true. You're right, because we are both good and bad, you know. But that's just the elemental. So he's telling me about the story. So then he says that David, the emphasis from him, his perspective, is that you don't say anything or you don't raise your hand or try to do anything against the man of God. You let God deal with it. Or the woman of God or your mother. That's a woman of God or your grandmama who's a minister of the gospel or that pastor over there that's, you know, the crooked pastor. Don't do anything to him. Let him, you don't do anything. You let God handle that. So this is what the African guy from the store is saying to me. And so when he finishes, then I said, well, then who holds them accountable for what they do? Because we're talking about our president, right? And so we're trying, you got all these people who are trying to bring our president into account for all of these unempathetic and vicious things that he is doing, especially to African American people. Especially. He's doing things to the other ones too, but you know, to that. So his point is you leave him alone and you let God take care of it. So then I left the conversation alone because I had to go somewhere. He had to go back in the gas station, but it just left me with all of the things that, all of the wonderful things that he and I could have had a wonderful conversation about, but I'm just going to have the conversation with y'all. So the question is, he's saying, don't mess with the president, just like David said, don't mess with Saul. And God made sure that Saul passed away on the battlefield. And now God will make sure that even though Saul didn't just fall unalived on the battlefield. A human being unalived him. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's it. Okay. So now going to the other preacher that I run into at the Walmart. So when he walks up to me and he knows me, right? He knows me. I'm really good friends with his mother. His mother is sort of like a mentor to me, but I haven't seen him in person in years. I see him on television, but not in person. So he walks up to me. He says, Cheryl, listen. He was like, listen, if I ever fall, he said, please don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Because he said, what you did to Sonia Spence, he said, you left her dead. You left her for dead. And when she's a preacher, and, you know, I came and I did my commentary on her, you know, woo-da-woo. So I said, what? I said, no. He said, listen. Oh my God. He said, please, please. Like, he said, every day I try to stay straight because he said, right now Christians are being attacked. That's how I said, is that how you see it? He says, yes. And he said, especially like you, he was like, man, you know. So I guess he was looking at me like, you know, like I'm a villain. Like, you know, whatever. So sort of like, and then he goes into, he said, listen, let me just tell you something before I leave the conversation. He said, listen, do you remember Saul and David? I said, yes. And he went on with what he said about Saul and David. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Now, in layman's terms, let me just tell you, just in case you don't get it, Cheryl, you and everybody else that ever existed on the planet, you let them do what they want. And even though you can hold other people accountable, you can't hold them accountable. Because the only person they have to answer to, Cheryl, is God, and God is invisible. Do you see what I'm saying? But going back to the story of Saul and David. So Saul did not fall unalived in his shower. Saul did not fall and slip and bump his head and lay there unconscious for 3 days and then he passed away. That's not what happened to Saul. Saul was unalived by another human being on that battlefield. Now, it wasn't David, and it wasn't one of David's men, but it certainly was a human being. So when it comes to human beings like me that speak against bad behavior, corruptness, and downright demonic and negative uh, energy that speaks against exploiting people, using people, gaslighting, that speaks against grooming people, sagging people's children, having preacher having 5 and 6 different affairs, having a wife at home and having a girlfriend too. Because see, all preachers don't do that. Some men would not dare. They'd rather get their foot cut off than to be named amongst those who don't have discipline and who don't have character. Some preachers are the kind of preachers that they do what they say when nobody's watching. That they don't have those traumas down there underneath that positive, toxic positivity. They don't have that down there. So they don't have them kind of issues. They're a whole person. And even if they did make a mistake on their wife, by the time they made the mistake, before they even drove home, they would come in the house. They would be so disappointed with themselves that they would come in the house and they would tell the wife, this is what has happened to me. I failed. I don't know what's going on. I've never done this before. I'm asking you to forgive me. We can go into therapy and counseling because I want you to hold me accountable. I don't want to live 2 different lives. I want to be that person, that which I speak about, I want to be about. I don't want to have those unresolved traumas that's laying down in there. And really, I'm 2 people. You remember I taught y'all about the grown you, the child you, the unresolved issue you, right? And it's self-sabotaging you. It has its desires and its wants, and it does what it wants to do when nobody's watching. But let me just tell you, everybody is not that way. That's what I want to tell y'all today, that everybody's not that way. So when the preacher was telling me, basically he don't realize, somebody said, I agree, absolutely. Listen, he doesn't realize that he's saying in layman's terms, let us do what we want. And the only person that we have to answer to is God. But God is invisible. Now, if we live like that in every institution that we have all over our world, just use a university, for example. The university has its policy guidelines and procedures and everything. And they have what a student, what they expect from a student. When a student does not comply to these things that the university has, any institution really, any sorority, for anything like that, any police department, just anything, you know what I'm saying? Just anything. You have your rules, your guidelines, and your policy and procedures. You see what I'm saying? And when you do not comply, or when you fall short of those things, they might have something that'll help you get back in line, or they might just expel of you all the way together and you might get fired. And then it goes on your record as this is what this person does, because they are tracking character flaws and different things that you've done. So for a minister, both the man at the gas station, I don't know if he was, he gave me pastor, but I can't confirm that. But the other one was certainly a pastor. But for them to say what they've said to me, you let God do it. Well, God has always used human beings. That's why we have those rules and policies and guidelines and procedures that when you fail your institution or your organization or your employer, then they deal with you accordingly. That's the way of God, really. That's a godly thing. For me, Cheryl Grabowski, or you, to hold people who are in office or people who preach accountable. I want you to be that person that you say that you are, right? Because since I'm the introspection lady and I talk about character, and like some people can't be fixed. They have certain type of personality disorders and brain diseases that are permanent. But then they have the ability to we have the ability to mask. You know what I'm saying? To fake it until we make it, or to be this other person. And we do it all the time. They call it code switching. We do it on our jobs. You know, they call it professionalism and all of that and all of this. But when you have a relationship, see, the pastor and the member, that's a relationship. The president and the Congress and the Senate, those are relationships. And the people, do you see what I'm saying? Because the people, whether it's the people, the Congress, and the senators to the president, or whether it's the congregation to the pastor, or whether it just is a wife to her husband, I want you to answer for you not doing what you're supposed to do to me. Now, the Bible says, this is what the preacher said, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophet no harm. Don't do anything to them when they stab you in your back. Don't do anything to them when they are in the pulpit acting like the adversary versus the angel. Don't do anything to them when they steal money and use it for their own personal gain, and when they pimp the congregation, or when the president does all kind of ugly things, get rid of the Department of Education, all the kind of ugly things that's been going on. Don't do anything to them, because I have, this is what the preacher is saying that God is saying, and God is actually not saying this, but I have anointed them. Don't worry about how devilish they are. They're my devil. That's what the preacher said to me. That's what he said. So what I'm saying is this. If that's the logic, if that's how it goes, you guys are not being held accountable and you can do what you want, whether you're a president, a preacher, or a husband, then what's the point of you even holding any of that office? You don't deserve to be there. Now, we all as humans, because I'm human, right? I've made plenty of mistakes, right? And we all make mistakes. And we all have shortcomings. But the idea of you telling me that I can't hold preachers responsible for the stuff that they do that they know they have no business doing, when you have fantastic preachers who would never do that, when you have fantastic husbands who would never do that, and when you have presidents like Obama that would have fucking never done that. Never. It sounds to me, what's up, James? It sounds to me that what's going on is that you have narcissists that are in charge. And hell no, they don't want you to bother with them. They want free reign to do whatever they want, because we already know that they will not be held accountable. They won't hold themselves accountable for nothing. They won't tell on themselves. They will not. They won't acknowledge their wrongdoing. They will not. They will not. Now, we living in 2025, and y'all, welcome to my live. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, if this is your first time here. We're living in the year 2025, and I'm telling you right now, narcissism is an epidemic. Whether it's the husband at the house, the president, or the man or the woman in the pulpit. It doesn't matter. Now, this is a red flag, and I want y'all to mark this thing in your soul. Mark it from today and henceforth and forevermore, as long as you live in this world. When a person refuses to be held accountable, and the first thing they want you to do is forgive them, that's a red flag. It's a red flag. The first thing they want you to do, soon as they are found, now they're not telling, hey, baby, they're not telling people, they're not saying, oh, I've done this. This is weighing hard on my soul. Let me tell you what I've done. And I'll do, Marcus said, absolutely correct, Cheryl. I'll do anything to regain your trust. I want to earn your trust back again. And I'm willing to do that because I feel some type of way about that which I have done. I'm holding myself accountable. The narc ain't gonna never do that. They not gonna never do it. They're gonna put the weight. The weight is gonna be on the side of forgiveness for you. They want you to forgive them for that which they do. They'll tell you too. The Bible said, what's up, Nico? They'll tell you too. The Bible said that you're supposed to forgive me. And if you don't forgive me, you can't inherit the kingdom of God. That's a threat. Instead of them saying, you right for hold on, y'all. You right for forgiving. You right for feeling the way that you do. And if it takes, that sounds like manipulation. It is manipulation. It is manipulation. It is. But people don't, okay, so you say it sounds like manipulation, right? And that is very, like, your perception is very keen, right? But people are so afraid. People are so afraid that they can't even think in the way of manipulation because the narc they have put the emphasis on the other side. The weight is on the other side. There's turning the other cheek too. What do you mean by that, Danielle? Turning the other cheek. What do you mean by that? So, no. So I guess I have this reputation, right? Because this is one of the better preachers here in our area. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I have this reputation for, what's up, India? I understand what you mean. I actually agree with you, Cheryl. Okay. I feel like you do, Marcus. I feel like you agree. What's up, Fahad? How you doing? Y'all share the live. So I guess I have this reputation, but my thing is this. In my world, from where I stand, the Bible also tells us to do that. To do what? In my world, I'm just saying, in my world, the preacher does not get a pass. Good morning, Sunday Roll. The preacher doesn't get a pass with that. The husband or the president. In my world. Because I'm just asking y'all on a deeper level. So, I mean, the Deep Laner'z, right? So, we get ready to go to a whole nother level of deep. My thing is this. If we're going to accept everything that these people do, then we don't, like, there's no standard. Then you'll let, hey, Fahad, hey, how you doing? You'll let a molester babysit your kids, right? You'll let somebody who is accused of larceny, you will hire them to run your business. You'll hire somebody who is a money launderer or somebody who's robbed the bank. If we gonna do that, right? Or you'll marry somebody who has 3 wives that have been unalived. If we gonna do that. I'm just saying. The emphasis is always on us forgiving. We can forgive, right? Because we don't need to hang on to negative energy, right? We don't need to feel anger in our soul and in our mind and in our heart. Like, we don't need to do that with people who have angered us, wronged us, mistreated us, and used us and manipulated and gaslit and all this kind of. We don't need to do that. We could let it go emotionally. But then you remove the person, right? Because, I mean, the reality of the situation is hard to change. for any of us. So why would you be so gung ho about denying this behavior that you see in these people, and you being afraid to not speak on it? I know that's right. Yes. No. You don't do that. And when you preacher man come up to me and give me this story about David and Saul, you're not scaring me. Because there's a difference between right and wrong. And I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care what your title is. I don't care. Right and wrong don't have no name. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a title. Walk circumspectly. Yes. It doesn't have a name. So no, you don't know. You don't remind me of that, and you say, well, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. But then he did say in the end, though, he said, but guess what? I said, what the second one said, which is, you know what I mean? He all right with me. He really is. But the second one, he said, but guess what though? I said, what? He said, you lied about nothing. Oh no, I know I did. Yeah, I know the difference between right and wrong. And even though you tell me about the story about Saul and David, I'm going to stay on the side of, uh-uh. No, I'm going to call them out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to call them out, and I'm going to make them accountable for it from where I stand. Do you see what I'm saying? From where I stand, it's not okay. I'm not going to get into my private, on the phone with my friends and, in my group of wonderful ladies that I know, and we talk about it amongst ourselves. No, no, no. I'm going to social media. I'm going to the public and speak what I think. You know why? You know why? Because all that whispering, it does not bring about change. When a person has, when a person has violated and has shamed the office of something like an official or a preacher or something like that, that should be a hard stance on that. It should be. I don't care what anybody says. That's how I feel, because you should. I mean, it's an honor, and then you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you reap. There's so many rewards in it. I don't know if y'all really understand that. It's not just financial. It's other rewards too. Like, it's the public, um, public opinion and the praises, and you get all kind of perks for having that title and being that person. And when you violate, there should be a group of people there to encourage you, to love on you, and to help you to change. It should be a group, right? You should have like a nucleus of people there to support you in that way. But for as far as the public is concerned, I'm part of the public. And I want to help you by holding you accountable publicly, so that before you do that shit again, you'll think real hard before you even ever do that shit again. And if you're dealing with me, you probably won't do it again. Like, if I ever came for you, like if I ever, you were part of my life, and you did the damnedest and you did the unthinkable, and you're a part of my circle, and then, you probably would go in hiding. You probably wouldn't even have to worry about you no more as far as doing anything like that. Because that's how strong, that's how strong yeah. hmm So, yeah, I told him that. He left me with David, and I told him, absolutely not. We're not doing that. Because if you get to the point in life where you get, what's that word? I can't never keep this word in my damn mind. Is what the Supreme Court did to our president. They gave him what? With the 34 felonies, they gave him, what was that name of that word that they gave him, where he didn't have to give an account for it, for what he had done? What was it, y'all? I can't think of it. I don't know why I can't think of that word. But anyway, no, you don't do that. Woo! And on a lighter note, Did y'all see that Todd Chrisley got out of prison? That ain't the word. Amnesty. Is it amnesty? Amnesty? No. That ain't it, is it? Did y'all see where Todd Chrisley got out of prison and he said that because he was white, that he was able to utilize all kinds of programs and get into all kind of different programs, but they would not allow the black people to do it because of the color. Immunity, that's it. It's immunity. Thank you, Lindsay. That they, and I said, Lord have mercy, Todd. You know, I always like Todd Chrisley. I love Todd Chrisley. I hate that he got in that trouble with his taxes and everything, but he went on to jail. Now he's been let out. And he comes out of the jail and he talks about what he's seen in there as far as the injustices and the prejudices against black people. I'm looking at my white sisters and brothers all over the world in all kinds of countries, and they are speaking to power, and they are understanding their white privilege in a way like never before. And they're speaking out about it. I'm happy about that. So I'm just happy about that. And I'm happy about, what's up, Mike Jones, Todd Chrisley, in what he said. And I'm glad he's out of prison. I don't know if his wife, and because he did things every real estate mogul does, yet the only decided to grill him for, I know it. And I said, the hell? Why are y'all messing with him? I don't know what that was about. But I just felt like, I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong. Like you say, all the other ones do it. But y'all pick and choose who goes to jail. And see, I'm on, that's how I feel. What's up, what you call him? That's how I feel about Diddy. You know, people are paying lawyers and judges, senators and congressmen and women. I know my brothers have gone in and out of prison. Trust me, I know a lot about prison. But people are paying them for votes and this and that. That is criminal shit. But yet and still, the legal system, want to put other folks in jail. And right now, my personal opinion, I'm finding it hard just because of what's going on right now. Even with the Diddy situation, I'm finding it hard to feel like I want Diddy in jail because the other people, they're just looking at them and just letting them get away with everything. And I don't like that. So Diddy is wrong, right? But he ain't no wronger than the other ones. That's how I feel. That's my personal opinion. So I don't have that energy. But Diddy under the, I don't have that. I don't. Cassie got Trump pardoned them both. I know. Oh, so the wife too. Good, because I like her too. Cassie got money. She got a lot more than a lot of women got, or men, in this lifetime for being treated like a dog. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Anime. So, Cassie, go your way with your money and go heal. You see what I'm saying? Just go heal. Because, I mean, she has money enough to buy the very best psychoanalysts and therapists, and she can go do EFT. She can go into hypnosis. See, this stuff is very, very expensive. Thank you. Yeah. Good morning, baby. What's up, Lord? How you doing? She can go get the tapping done. She can do all of the stuff that needs to be done. All right. And so for my third topic, well, it's Sunday, y'all. So, you know, I've rested up. So, yeah, we could talk. For my third topic, Leandra Johnson was on the talk show with the gentleman. What is his name? What's his name? Carrie? I don't know his name, but he has He has a YouTube, a show on YouTube. He's a gospel singer. He's very modern. He's very wonderful. He's very down to earth. He's very progressive. He's just not like a just a regular like a how should I say this? He's not like a fundamental Christian at all. He's not that. He's more of a progressive Christian. He's what I was 10 years ago. And so he had Leandria on the couch. And I watched the whole thing and I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I spent 14 months in prison. It was terrifying. I was framed and forced to take a plea deal. The system needs reform. It wastes taxpayer money. Can y'all hear me now? Somebody called, so it turned it off. Can y'all hear me now? Can somebody let me know? Can you hear me? Yes, thank you. So, yes, thank you, Leon. So Leandria was sitting on the couch. So y'all know Leandria, for some of y'all don't know, her name is Leandria Johnson. She's one of my favorite people in the world. Okay. She is a gospel singer. She won on Sunday's Best. She won some years and years ago. She stepped on stage. She was the best singer I've ever heard in my entire life, other than a woman that used to be a friend of mine, and her name was Bonnie. I knew Bonnie in real life. That Bonnie had a voice like, oh my God, her voice would shake your core. Like this woman, her voice was so strong. It was so powerful. I don't think her name is Blue. She's not like I don't think her last name was Blue, but she's not like a artist or anything. She's just a woman that I met. And her voice, like if she came into your church and she started singing, she was on the back row, and it was a nice sized church, and she was on the back row. She did not need a microphone. Her voice radiated through your body like your body would tremble. Okay, I'll look her up, the diddler. Um, her body would tremble because she had such my I don't know if my daughter's still on the live, but she remembers Bonnie like Bonnie was a showstopper. And Leandria Johnson has a voice. Um, I remind you so much of Oprah. Really? I used to watch Oprah. I watched Oprah from the beginning. Okay. I haven't watched Oprah in years, 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 and years, but I've watched her show a lot. But so Bonnie, Leandra Johnson sings like Bonnie, but she's a gospel artist, and you guys can look her up, and she's fantastic. So Leandria is a gospel artist. She grew up in church. Hey, Daisy. She grew up in church and she was interviewed. Yes, Sierra, you remember Bonnie. Oh my God. I don't know if she's alive yet or not. Like, I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know. So she was sitting on the couch. So she's a gospel singer. She grew up in church and she talked last night about being a PK kid. And everybody know PK, preacher's kid. She hated, and I was looking at her being interviewed last night, and I was like, damn, I ain't never seen nobody display that amount of disdain for being a preacher's kid. Like, she said she hated it. She said she was beat up and she was bullied for being a preacher's kid and for being able to sing. Because I'm sure she outsung anybody when she was in school, whether child, whether that was a child or an adult. And so she was talking about Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know why they put. Let me go on and put. Let me. I'm gonna have to put. Y'all hold on for a minute because I got to finish this story. So when this happens to my live stream and people come back to listen to it, there are no glitches. It just keep going. Okay. For the replay, it just keeps going. So I gotta go to my thing because I really gotta finish this. Let me put the phone. Let me block the phone. All right. Bye, Tanya. See you later, girl. All right. So I'm back. Girl. All right. So I'm back. All right. So Leandria, let me get into this. So she said she hated being a PK kid. So Leandra she's been an alcoholic the whole time. Okay. Leandra, okay, let me just tell you. She was an alcoholic before she won Sunday's Best. She was an alcoholic while she sang at Sunday's Best. She was an alcoholic as she grew and began to pastor her church. She was an alcoholic then. She was an alcoholic when we all found out in the world that she was an alcoholic because got drunk and went live. Now, of course, the people around her knew that she struggled with an alcohol addiction, but we, the public, didn't know. So while she's singing the praises of God, and while she's this fantastic voice, and while she's growing, while Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adam, and any other gospel singer knew that there's no way, like on their best day, they couldn't hold a candle to her. She's just a phenomenal vocal. It's almost like she would be, oh my God, how should I? She, like, when it comes to the gospel world, I mean, to sports, she would be Michael Jordan, okay? Or she would be Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's the top of the line vocally. There's nobody that has that type of power when they sing. Nobody. Leandra Johnson has a angelic, straight from heaven voice. She said something last night that really made me understand how and why she sings that way. So the host, he said to her, he said, listen, he said, I'm a singer too. You know what I mean? Like, he's an artist, he has albums or whatever and all like that. He says, but when I see you sing, when I see you on stage up close and personal, he say, you, thank you, Big Slim. He say, you sing with a violence. And I thought, that's a good word for it, because she she takes the song and the microphone and she kicks off her shoes and she sings with a violence. She'll go down in the audience and she'll sing to the people and she'll absorb all of their energy. She absorbs all of their energy and she takes it in and she pushes it out of this phenomenal vocal structure in here, the way her vocal cords are made and the power that's in her chest and how the sound comes from her belly way down. Ugh, like she can sing like there's nobody that can sing like Leandra Johnson. So he asked her, what is that? And then this is what she said. She said when she gets on stage, she said when she gets on stage, she sings. She's saying to God, I'm going to give everything I got right now, right here, right now, she says. And she's a Christian, of course. I'm going to give everything I got right here, right now, because when I get off that stage, I'm going to go back to being me. These are my words now. Me. Who is that? Me is I'm the alcoholic. I'm the person that drinks to deal with my trauma, my unresolved issues. That's why I'm drinking. I don't want to, even though I went to Ayanla save my life, and even though I enjoyed her program, and even though when she got up in my face and told me about myself and I went outside and smoked a cigarette, You take your shoes off to feel the vibration from the music through the floor. Okay. Even though I smoke my cigarette because it helps me to self-soothe, Ayanla, when you're speaking into me and you're bothering those traumas and those unresolved issues that are down here that I don't want bothered. Leandria said yesterday when she was to the interviewer, she says that yes, because he talked about traumas, right? And she says, yes, she said, I was hurt so bad as a child with a relative that sexually did things to me that I pushed it down. She pushed it down. These are her words. And I forgot about it because I don't want to deal with it. And she says, I don't want to deal with it now as a Christian. As a Christian, the emphasis is as a spiritual, anointed, know everything about church, love God, traumatized, unresolved person. I don't want to deal with it. She says, too much pain. I can't deal with that. So now getting back to the singing when she goes up on stage. On stage, God is there. These are her words. God is there in her, through her, as her ministering to the people. She's great. She's perfect. Everything is fine. She feels God. He feels her. The people feel God. They feel him. People are encouraged. People are getting blessed. People are able to tap into their emotions. People are able to leave some of their emotional toxic stuff there in the atmosphere. She's able to release. They are able to release. But when she comes off the stage, now she's back to Leandria and the unresolved issues. She says she don't want to deal with it. This is what I say. I've been saying here on YouTube for years, I will say this for the rest of my life. Church is not a fix for traumas. Church don't know how to deal with traumas. Church cannot get to the soul of a person in that way. The Bible, hey, good morning, JC. The Bible, the preachings, the oils, everything that you would experience in church is not a fix for traumas. It will not penetrate. It will not reach. Leandria says that she doesn't want to bother it. And I'm saying that you must, or you're going to die an alcoholic. Sorry. You either get it down in there and deal with it, Lily. And I'm listening to the host who's talking to her about the trauma. And he didn't really know how to explain it, but I do. As I watched her there on the couch, you know what I mean? That thing that hurt you the most, that thing that your brain, let's get the words right. The thing that your brain made you forget so that you could survive as an adult now, there it is, right? With the younger you, that's it. The traumas you. This the adult you. You have to go and do that. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Because see, the brain has made you forget it so you can survive. She said she's forgotten it, right? It's not forgotten. She may have forgotten it in a sense, in a way, but it's not forgotten. And this down here, that stuff down there, that thing down there, that thing is driving her ship. So when she goes to the jail, it's that. She thinks that it's down there. I don't want to deal with it. Well, it's not down there really. It does this. It does this. Jail. Alcohol. Problems with your children. It does this. It's not going anywhere. Leandra, not only is it not going anywhere, it's with you right now. It's with you sitting on the couch. You keep on ignoring it. You better stop. You can't do that. Agreed, it might be painful, uncomfortable, but the trauma must be dealt with. Listen, it is painful, God Almighty. It is uncomfortable. Your relative had no business doing that to you. As a child, the body don't know what to do with that. The brain don't know. But what the brain gonna do, it's gonna remove it from your conscious mind, put it in the subconscious, and put you in survival mode. That's what the brain gonna do. And the brain don't, it ain't gonna let you out of there, out of the survival mode. I mean, you have to come out of it. You have to make it let you out. The church don't know how to do that. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cheryl Grabowski. And healing is everything to me. When I saw Lily sitting on the couch, I said, oh, Lily, girl, I wish we were friends. I wish I could talk to you, girl. I could help. Trust I can. It's ever presenting, creeping up, and in at the most inopportune times. And the church says, and I'm going to be fair, because I remember when I had that mindset. The church says she playing with God. Oh. Oh. Please don't say that. That's not what she's doing. Oh. She ain't praying with God, playing with, she not playing with God. She mentally ill. She's not playing with God. Y'all don't know how to help her. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, she went on to say that, y'all shared a lie. She went on to say that there are a lot of people, because she's living the life, right? She's there with them. She's in the conferences, right? She's at the churches. She's in the office with all of the elites. She has to go in and get paid. She's having dinner with some of them. She's at some of their houses. She see them drink too. She's saying, why are y'all talking about me? And y'all drink too. But this is the thing. Leandria, a lot of them are not using their alcohol the way that you use yours. Your alcohol use is something else. Theirs is just a casual drink. It's not the same. A lot of people say, well, sure, it is the same. It's the same in a way. It is the same because they're both drinking alcohol, right? But it's not the same because her alcohol is for her survival. When that thing that she's dealing with that lies beneath down there, that trauma, and she wants a break from it, she drinks. But she don't understand you can't break from it. Can y'all thumbs up the live? Thank you. She can't break from it. She has to go sit with it. There's this movie that I've watched, and I suggest that some of y'all watch the movie. It's one of the most impactful movies I've ever seen. And the title of the movie is called Solomon Kane. So Solomon Kane reminds me of people who need to confront their traumas, like Leandria. So Solomon Kane was a warrior, right? And he was really good at unaliving people. So one day he decides, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. So Solomon Kane makes an oath to God that I'm done. I'm going to be a good person no matter what. So then Solomon Kane, he goes to like a getaway with the priests and the nuns. I forgot what you call those kind of places, but he went into a place like that. And I think he was injured, and they picked him up and took him to a place like that. And there are these godly, wonderful people. Y'all thumbs up the live for me. Were there to love on Solomon Kane. These were nice, kind, godly people. These people sacrificed their own lives for others. They were, those type of people. They had the Bible. They were religious and everything was cool. There was no war in the camp. There was no fighting. There was no bloodshed. There was no nothing. They were there with Solomon. He was there with them. Okay. So then one day, I'm trying to decide, oh, I know what it was. So he was with a group of people, and now I don't know if they told him that he had to leave. I don't think so. They were traveling. They were in a carriage and they were traveling somewhere. And all of a sudden, the demons from hell, there is a group of people that come to attack them, and they were possessed. They had like dark eyes, like black eyeballs, and they were really possessed. And they come up to the group of people that Solomon Kane, the Christian, or I don't know if they were Mormons, but they were good, kind people. They come up to the carriage, and it was a boy and a girl, a man and a woman, and some other people, Solomon Kane's new family. And baby, honey, one of them things, they were fighting them people. It was terrible. They had unalived the man already. They had taken the daughter, and he was trying to help them. But he had made a vow to lay down his war, to lay down his fighting, because he didn't want to be that, right? He had made a vow. So one of those monsters had that little boy, and by intuitively, he knew that Solomon Kane had made that vow. So he put up to the little boy's neck, and he said, fight me. Solomon Kane done made the vow. Said, no, I'm not going to fight you. He said, no, because, he was like, no. Like, I made the vow. I've been doing good. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do it. And then he said, fight me. And he said, no. And baby, he took that knife. And that little boy fell to the ground. And Solomon Kane looked up. He looked up to heaven. And he said, is this what you want from me? Because they don't unalive that little boy. He said, this what you want from me? Is this all I am to you? He's talking to God. Is this what you've made me to be? Because I know, because I made a vow to you, that if I fight today, then my eternal place is in the Hades. Solomon Kane. And then he says, so it is, and let it be done. Because y'all done killed this boy. And baby, this fight that's in me for these demons right here, it's something about Solomon Kane gets to my shamana. Because that's how I feel too. I feels that. Because what it's going to mean when you around me, you going to and find out. I promise to God, because I'm not that one. So anyway, he began to fight, and honey, he gave them things what they needed. And he was fighting, and he was fighting. So he's on a mission. Now he's got to go to this place, because he's got to fight the prince of the darkness of this. He got to go to the devil himself. Period. Right? And this in the way that I'm telling the story, I'm sorry, y'all. There's somebody else calling me FaceTime. They done call me twice in a row. And everybody that knows me know, if you call me and I send you the voicemail, that means I'm on a live. And please don't call me no more. And these are people that are very, very close to me. And for some reason, they get absent-minded and they just forget. But anyway, so the trauma, the thing that Leandra need to deal with, like the thing that Solomon Kane getting ready to deal with, because he got to go. The trauma will manifest itself in all areas of your life, crippling you while you mistakenly believe that you're okay. Solomon Kane got to go to the devil's house to the trauma. That's the devil's house. Okay? I know that's why some people don't want to go there. Because that's what she said on the couch. I don't want to deal with it. The it. Whatever it is. I don't want to. So Solomon Kane goes up in this castle. Black castle. That's trauma. He goes in there, baby. It's all kind of traps. He's fighting. He's fighting. He done overcome all this stuff that you got to overcome. But he got to go into the coldest room in the house. And once he get in there, the temperature drop, baby, because we already know what all the coldness is about. And honey, here come the devil. Because he done made this vow. That's that trauma. That's that thing he got to deal with. And like Leandria, you got to go to that very thing that you don't want to be around, that you don't want to deal with, that you don't want to speak into, you don't want it bothering you, you don't want to remember. You don't want to remember the offense. You don't want to remember what it feels like, what it smells like. You don't want to remember, but you got to. There ain't no other way. There was no other way for Solomon Kane to be free. He had to confront that which was in that castle. He had to go in there. He had to. It takes courage. That's why I love Solomon Kane. I love the movie. I love me and what I have done in my life. I love. You have to have courage. And this is the thing about you. Your adult you, subconscious you. That thing is here. The only person that can get this thing straightened out is you. Just like Solomon Kane. Them other men, there were other men with him. They could not go in that room. The only person that could go in that room was him. Because he was the only one that could defeat that thing. That your pastor, I feel my shine. No. Your pastor, your mama, your brother, your sister, your best friend, the priest, your president, your cousin, your man, your child. Can't nobody do it but you. Nobody. Can't nobody. Hammond organ can't do it. Drums can't do it. Conferences can't do it. No. Family reunions. Woman Thou Art Loose conferences can't do it. TD Jakes can't do it. Creflo Dollar can't do it. Kenneth Copeland can't do it. Nope. I know it's been told to you. I know it's been told to you that you can go to these places and it can be done, but it cannot. The only person that can do it is you. And I want Leandra to know that. Lord have mercy, God. Out of all these people that this woman know. But if you think about it, Prince didn't know it. Whitney didn't know it. Michael Jackson didn't know. These were some of these people were rich as hell. Like our president, he don't know. Hello, Garcia. How you doing? So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that because it was good to me. But anyway, my name is Cheryl Grabowski. My email is up here. If you want to conversate, let me know because I know what it takes. Trust me, I do. And you are waiting on you. Read what? You are waiting on you. You can do it. My fascinating hair. Sierra says, sure, you have spoken today. Thank you, boo. I appreciate that. Y'all share the live. Share it to y'all Facebook because somebody need to hear it. They're going to enjoy the mukbang. We had a 3-in-1 today. It was the topics. It was the food. Y'all have my email. If you're interested, it's breathtaking. What's breathtaking? My hair? Thank you, Garcia. You're so sweet. You ought to send a super chat. That would be nice. But y'all hit me up in my email because yeah, hit me up in my email. Okay, I'm done, Michael. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Let me go. Matter of fact, I might do a. I think I'm going to go live on Facebook right quick. It's been a while. I'm going to go live on Facebook. I'll see y'all later. All right, bye. Thank you, Sierra, and all moderators. And if you catch this video on the damn replay, let me know what you think. Because, thank you, Sierra. Um, I've been saying for a long time that, yeah, ministry does not address mental illness. Okay. But anyway, love y'all. Thank y'all for the 104 likes in the mother trucking building. Happy Sunday. Bye, guys.